Hello, beautiful people. Hope you are doing fantastic today. Hope you're doing incredible. So I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 lately. I've been playing it almost every single day. Can't stop, wouldn't stop. So the game so far has been quite a hit and miss in certain areas. We've all seen it from year 1 to year 2, and of course we have the Forsaken, which changed everything. But it's still a great game regardless, and I'm still enjoying the game so far. Now, I hate the Crucible, but I still go in there to get off some steam from time to time. So there was a recent leak. Well, I wouldn't call it a leak. It is more of something that is yet to be confirmed. But it was about the future of Bungie and the Destiny franchise. There was this information that came out that Destiny 3 is on the horizon for 2020 release. It is said that the game will feel more like Destiny core elements mixed with the traditional MMO style, like maybe Black Desert or Swords Art Online or DC Universe Online. Basically, it will be large worlds of PvPvE, so Guardians will be wielding both the light and the dark elements, and that is quite interesting just to hear that. It is also said that some of the enemies cannot be defeated using the light, so you will have to switch to the darkness. So I can already see how that will play if they're going through with this type of thing. So you get into different regions or different zones and certain enemies attack you and they just have immunity to the Traveler's powers. So you have to switch to the darkness. Now, all the factions in the game is also said to be having a major role in this upcoming game. So your future war cults, the 9, all of them, they will have their own roles. They will function more like syndicates that players can swear allegiance to for a set period. There was also a mention that they might ditch the traditional PvP, but there's also another info that Trials of the 9 will be back. So I don't know how that is possible. If they're ditching PvP, then Trials is a traditional PvP, so that is crazy. But in the regards to the Trials of the 9 being back, it is said that it will be hosted by the 9 themselves. And with what we already see with Season of the Drifter, that is looking more to be a true statement. With all the lore and the info currently in the game, regardless of if this information is 100% accurate or not, one thing is sure, and that is, there will be a Destiny 3. Third time's the charm, I guess. Now, there will be some good things and there will also be some bad things. It is said that this upcoming installment will be a massive open world, and for Bungie, this is their chance at redemption. They have to take it, just like the Drifter said. They will never be fully free of Activision until they create a whole new thing, which is going to be this next installment. So Destiny 3 will probably be on Steam, probably be on Epic Store as well, because let's be honest, Epic is not going anywhere. So my guess is that Bungie will have its own game client as well. They are the biggest indie studio after all, so I'm sure that they have enough resources to build those things. So I'm sure that they can pull this off. Now, how do I feel about this if you bought Destiny 1 and Destiny 2? Because I know some of us will feel betrayed, like they abandoned us. Every time a franchise has another installation, we always feel abandoned because of how much money and effort and time we put in the previous installment. Look at all this. Every time Bungie creates a whole new game, a whole new Destiny, they always wipe out your entire inventory and you have to start all over. And of course, that means they're literally wiping the money that you just spent as well. So that is going to be crazy. To be honest, it's all up to you if you want to support them still or if you want to move on to something else, because after all the $60 and then the $40 for the expansion that you have spent on both games, I can see how someone will be really skeptical about supporting Destiny 3. Now, for me, Bungie holds a special place in my heart from the Halo days, so they have my money regardless. I just like what they do. I support them. Now, I'm not saying that they're perfect or they have been the best ones out there, but they still hold a special place in my heart. Now, in terms of the PvP conversation, I think Destiny 3 will still have the traditional PvP. It's just going to be tuned to the setting of the new game where you will have Guardians defeating each other with both light and dark powers. Now, while I do not fancy PvP as much, I also don't want it to go because that is one of the things that keeps the game alive. Majority of the Destiny player base is mostly there for the PvP. Now, of course, you also have about 40 to 45% of individuals who are playing Destiny for the PvE content. So that PvP player base is still a huge chunk that Bungie must do everything to retain. Destiny is one of the only few games out there that still holds on to the true old traditional PvP shooter. So I doubt that Bungie will just remove it. Like, I don't think they're gonna do that. And if they do, the entire player base will be gone, because let's be honest, without PvP, that means you have these guardians who will be attacking and hunting down each other in this open world. It's going to be like DC Universe all over again. So I'm sure that they don't want to just have all of that all the time. Now, there's also this thing that they might also create this thing like the dark zone that you have in Division 2, where players can either, just farm on PvE levels or hunt each other down and collect each other's loot. So I think they might have something like that as well. Now, I know someone will say Destiny is a dead game. Destiny 2 is dead. Let's be honest, the game is not dead. In fact, there are more than 1 million people playing Destiny 2 daily. And of course, you have a lot of people playing Destiny 1 still. Now, if they fully go through with Destiny 3, they will be trying to maximize that player base by bringing in some of that traditional MMO players. They're going to be bringing in people from different parts of the world, people who are fans of MMOs in general, like the traditional kind. So let me know what you guys think about this. How do you feel about PvP in general? And what are your thoughts on the open world PvPvE game? Something that is a little bit similar to Division 2, or something that is also a little bit similar to DC Universe Online. Now, my biggest concern is that they will take all my guns and exotics again, and that is something that I just cannot stand. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts about this down below in the comments section, because I just wanted to share this. I got this information like several days ago, and I've been thinking about it, and I've been waiting to make a video on it. So far, this looter shooter space is getting bigger, and I am really excited for it. I'm a huge fan of looter games, and it seems that we are getting another one. And we'll just have to wait to see Bungie's official announcements, probably towards the end of the year. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's DA signing out. I'll see you in the next one.